Welcome to students to the class of chemistry in our series for basic concepts of chemistry. Our today's class is related to the concepts on which the whole organic chemistry depends. As we all know, all students has a fear about organic chemistry. But organic chemistry basically depends upon some basic concepts which are applicable on each and every chemical reaction. Now, first of all, let me explain you what do you mean by organic chemistry. In organic chemistry, we basically study about the compounds that are formed of four basic elements, that is carbon, hydrogen, oxygen and nitrogen. As you all know, these four elements are the basic elements of our biological system, our environmental system also. That means organic chemistry basically is the chemistry which is linked with the biological reactions, or we can say which affects the living world. The basic concepts on which the organic chemistry depends is the most common concept on which the organic chemistry depends is the electronegativity, which is electronegativity. Second, polarization. Number third, hybridization. Number four, interatomic forces, which are also called van der Waals forces. Next is number 5 is inductive effect. Number 6 is electromeric effect. After that, all the other concepts on which the organic chemistry depends on these seventh is resonance effect. These 7 concepts. I will explain you all these 7 concepts one by one. Today, I will explain you about the electronegativity. To understand about electronegativity, we must know 2 more concepts also, that is electropositive, electroaffinity. Clear? So let's start with electronegative character. By electronegative character means the element is capable to take the shared pair of electron. Clear? The shared pair of electron towards itself. यानी कि अगर 2 एलिमेंट्स आपस में कंपाउंड फॉर्म करते हैं तो जो एलिमेंट शेयर्ड पेयर को भी अपनी तरफ ले सकता है तो वो एलिमेंट इलेक्ट्रोनेगेटिव एलिमेंट होगा. क्लियर? लेट्स टेक एन एग्जांपल ऑफ कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड. इन कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड, carbon and oxygen both have shared pair of electrons. But oxygen has the capability to gain or to take the shared pair of electron from carbon. That means the electronegative element has an ability to take its own electron as well as the electron of another element with whom it is sharing. There are most three electronegative elements in the periodic table. That is, fluorine is the most electronegative, then is oxygen, and then is nitrogen. Three elements are the most electronegative elements present in the periodic table, in which fluorine is the most electronegative, then is oxygen, and then is nitrogen. That means group 15 elements, group 16 elements, and group 17 elements are the electronegative elements. Clear? That means that they have the ability to attract the shared pair of electrons. But remember one thing, when we go down the group in the periodic table, the electronegative character decreases. Clear? When we move from down the group, clear? When we move down the group in the periodic table, electronegative character decreases. Clear? That means fluorine, oxygen, and nitrogen are the most electronegative elements in the periodic table. That's why these three elements, only these three elements has the ability. Only these three elements has the ability to make hydrogen bond. Clear? Now, what is electronegative character? The elements which have the ability to gain the shared pair of electron are called electronegative elements. Now next is electropositive character. It is the electropositive character means the element which has ability to lose its electrons. Clear? Electropositive character means the elements which has the ability to lose its electrons. For example, alkali metals are the most electropositive elements in the periodic table. Clear? Now, why I am saying to understand organic chemistry, you must know these two concepts. Because first principle that organic chemistry follows is that the most electropositive element or will go towards the most electropositive element will go to the most electronegative element. Clear? Every time when there is most electropositive and most electronegative element are present in the periodic table, then the most electropositive will go towards the most electronegative element and they will form the bond. In your earlier classes, you have always seen that sodium always tries to go towards the chlorine atom. Why? Because sodium is the most electropositive and chlorine is the most electronegative present in that chemical reaction basically. Chlorine lies down the fluorine atom. That means chlorine also has some electronegative character in it. So that is why sodium always tries to go towards chloride ion to form sodium chloride. Clear? That means for studying organic chemistry, you must know what is electropositive and most electronegative element in a compound or a chemical reaction, so that they can easily form a bond. Now next is electron affinity. Students always get confused between electronegative and electron affinity. By electronegative character means the element has the ability to gain the shared pair of electron. Clear? But electron affinity means the element has an ability to gain electron. Clear? I'm not saying the shared electron. I'm just saying to gain electron. Clear? Means the elements present in group 15, 16 and 17, elements present in group 15, 16 and 17 group has electron affinity character. That means they have the ability to gain electron. But not every element has the ability to gain shared pair of electron. That there is a very fine difference between electron affinity and electronegativity. By electronegativity means an element has the ability to gain shared pair, but electron affinity means the element has an ability to gain electron. Clear? Now, please take a note on these three properties so that you can understand the other properties on which the whole organic chemistry depends easily. In our next class, I will explain you about lattice energy also. In that series, we will discuss about polarization, resonance, and hybridization. Please, you must see this video to get a knowledge about the organic chemistry so that it will become easy for you all to study organic chemistry. Thank you.